Good morning, everyone. I'm Vishnu Jagtap. In front of all of you, I'm presenting the Economics Time newspaper headlines. So, first of all, EV sales drop amid certification delay. Next, Morgan Stanley plans to cut 3,000 more jobs. Next, digital shift makes tech consulting key for Big Four. Next, government may adopt FEMA like valuation norms for angel tax. Next, Amazon Samara look to own less and more may shed up to 20%. Next, Multiples India fund rises $620 million. Next, separate digital law on fair play opposed. Next, Sharad Pawar says he will step down as NCP chief. Next, Go First files for insolvency, suspends flight till May 5. Next, monsoon management plan in works to ensure coal at power units. Next, Reliance Adani Power I Bhadreshwar Vidyut. Next, derivative steels for hedging risk may get margin relief. Next, urban shopping shift from We to Me. Next, India's number one English news channel is CNN News 18. Then on page number 2 in pure politics section of that Lok Sabha Sanghati as he say will step down as NCP chief. Next, Bilkish case hearing deferred to July on procedural grounds. Next, expert committee on most painless method for death penalty soon. Supreme Court informed. Next, no interim relief for Rahul. High Court verdict after summer break. Next, LS polls will be election for change. Next, Indian destroyer satellite frigate in South China Sea. Next, NSA discusses Iran's SCO entry with presidency rises. Next, center set to launch flagship scheme amid it scheduled castes and tribes. Next, defense minister hands over fast petrol vessel landing craft for to Maldives. Next, Lanka busts network of Chinese involved in online fraud. On page number 3 in pure politics section that Congress promises to ban Bajrang Dal like PFI. Next, Modi, Bajrang Dal known for reverence to Hanuman. Next, census updation of NPR delay for over 3 years. Next, why is Modi mum on corruption in Karnataka? Rahul. Next, Siddhar Maiya led Congress regime most corrupt. Shah. Next, MD mention AAP MP Chadda in charge sheet. Next, nature has way to of settling your scores. Yogi on Atiqui Ahmed's Prayagraj turf. Next, NIA rates multiple location in Jammu and Kashmir. Next, after Congress promised to Bajrang Dal, after Congress promised to ban Bajrang Dal, BJP tries to tap Hindu sentiments. On page number 4 in brand and company section of that, daily cases below 5,000 COVID. Next, Maruti to lead Suzuki's gasoline drive in India, Latham and Asian. Next, digital shift tech consulting key areas for Big Four. Next, Maruti plans to produce over 2 million vehicles this fiscal year. Next, multiples alternative rises $640 million for new fund. Next, NCLAT sets aside CCI penalty on ITC. Next, Minda moves CCI to rise stake in Precol. Next, US FDA halts Sun Pharma drug trial. Next, AstraZeneca to open 5 asthma clinics in India. Next, petting the big cat. Next, Urum Prop Tech buys assets of reality investment platform Mirecap. Next, Karel Premji invest Viva for stake in TVS Credit. Next, MIB ask state chief secretaries to impose ban on outdoor media online betting ads. Next, Vertex SBI investment had lead $34 million fund in Ace Turtle. On page number 5 in economic time market section of that, large cause may get margin breather on derivative steel with banks for hedges. Next, Adani totals quarter 4 net up 21% on price hikes expansion. Next, money market volume surged 35% in FY23 on strong credit demand. Next, Crawford promoter Hulse BV sells 3.52% stake in company. Next, no impact of ISMA move on local bond trading. Next, broking firms profitability takes a hit as retail euphoria fades volume EBB. On page number 6 in smart investing section are at Punjab and Sind net up 32% on recovery boost. Next, Reliance Adani Vedanta among cause in race for Bhadreshwar Vidyut. Next, ICICI Lombard on track to meet 102% combined ratio. Next, Tata Play Idea Forge get nude for IPO. Next, entry into $1 million club opens big gates for president. Next, Godrej consumers personal touch can pump up. Next, Street gets clear signal with government's rail infra push. PSU stocks hit top speed. Next, broking firms profitability takes a hit. Volume EVB. On page number 18, company section of that boost for international transaction. Next, US lawsuit. Next, demand for small packs. Next, operating profit. Next, going Onimi channel. Next, EBITDA up 34% quarter on quarter. Next, unchanging the levy. On page number 9 in company section of that workers due to would not get preferential payment Supreme Court. Next, Yatra Online, its operational creditor Easygo tell Supreme Court they have settled payment dispute. On page number 11 in company section of that safety certification delay hits EV sales. Next, ATL to merge Lanka unit with the Dialog Axiata in all stock deal. Next, debt mutual funds. Next, incremental SUC only on shared ban try classifies. Next, suggest step for ease of doing biz in telecom sector. Next, proposes infra status for broadcasting cable services. On page number 12 in economic section of that monsoon management plan in works to ensure coal at power plants. Next, pre-embedded clearance of 21 mines on cards. Next, center confident of meeting FY23 fiscal gap target of 6.4%. Next, Sitaraman pushes ADB for cheaper climate funding. Next, ADB unveils new facility to speed up climate financing. Next, GST Council discussing tax on online gaming. Next, India clears its stance on chip and ship scheme. Next, will meet 20% ethanol blended petrol targets by 2025. Next, third party review of startups India seed fund scheme. Next, Vivad Se Vikas scheme launched for MSME. On page number 13 in disruption section under that, Google's partial NCLT win may force app stores to rework plans. Next, Chirate marks close of growth funds at rupees 1000 crore. Next, group join hands against government run fact checking unit. Next, IAMAI most members against separate DG competition rules. Next, Meta India says axed 38.4 million plus content pieces. Next, YouTube rejigs ad formats in Shorts platform. Next, a year on ONDC clocks 11,000 plus daily retail orders. Next, Infosys Foundation grants rupees 30 crore to support junior women athletes. Next, Pocket FM gets $16 M in debt from SVB. Next, World Pay eyes cross-border pay. Next, Bharat Pay secures 51% stake in NBFC trillion loans. Next, China's answer to OpenAI ChatGPT AI chatbot have a censorship problem. On page number 14, I read page section of that LIC adventure in remittance land. Next, the Great Indian Mobilization. Next, mimetic desire. Next, nursing back to India's health. Next, green cost of critical minerals. Next, free top up for the GST wallet. Next, administer right dose. Next, social connect. Next, subtract insult from injury. Next, cutting edge AI cuts both ways. Next, Ghana GPT, the next new old hit song. On page number 15 in company section under that fresh plea filed in Supreme Court against more time to SEBI for Adani probe. Next, EPFO members can now apply for higher pension till June 26. On page number 16 in Economic Time Panache section of that, why expert distrust the story of an ancient cup's rebirth. Next, two classic car shows that are driven by rivalry. Next, someone just paid $34 million for a plot of sand in Dubai. Next, Delhi capital rises from the ashes. Next, the India become test number one ahead of World WTC final. Next, Djokovic to play at US Open has vaccine mandate set to end. Next, Thakur try to hush up matter. Alex Pogat. Next, FIFA warns Europe of women's WC blackout. On page number 19 in that PSB weight consolidating foreign business at Gift City. Next, Ambuja Cements profit of 56% quarter on quarter. Next, Tata Steel back in black in March quarter. That on 20 in around the world section of that Eurozone inflation rises 7% after 5 months of decline. Next, Morgan Stanley plans 3,000 more jobs cuts. Next, Fed in stride to pole vault 5% policy rate. Next, Apple's saving account draws nearly $1 billion in deposits in just 4 days. Next, Samsung bans use of ChatGPT for staff at mobile and appliances unit. Next, shrugging of Russia effect, BP post $5 billion quarterly profit. Next, China exits ban multiply has excise tightens grip. Next, Beijing has space to keep monetary fiscal policy loose, says IMF. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Mega good day.